Police Information Officer Diane Drayton has called on residents to participate in efforts to help keep their communities safe and to reduce incidents of crime. Diane Drayton made an impassioned plea for community support on the JTV Spotlight program aired on Tuesday, January 22nd, to promote an extension to the gun amnesty program.
I'm looking for those in the community who want to spearhead Neighborhood Watch or Community Watch. These are leaders who love their community, want to change their communities, want to begin to build relationships not only with their neighbors but with police. We are always willing to work with community leaders in building those communities. We have a number of neighborhood watches now already functioning and functioning well, and those are the things that they're beginning to look at, how they can light up their communities, how they can get out the junk and the derelict, how they can clean up days, how they can do more, and they actually adopt their own communities and able to actually push out crime, which is the benefit of all of that.
The police information officer said while the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force is working to build relationships with neighborhood watch groups in communities across the territory, there are a number of other things that are contributing to crime, but these issues are out of the police hands.
There are a number of things, however, going on in communities that are contributing to crime that really police can't do anything about. There's lighting issues that there's derelict vehicles. There are a number of things that contribute to crime, but are not directly under the purview of police, and therefore police can't do anything about them. In a community, for instance, up in on the Ridge Road that is having problems with parking issues, or a home that has too many, apartment building that has too many cars, that the community needs to take in hand, speak to the landlord. I'm telling you, when communities get together and lobby and decide, no, we don't want this, we want our community to be free, action takes place. You appeal to your representative, you appeal to police adds a letter on the top of an appeal saying we have had a number we've had to go a number of times to this area because there's been obstruction in the road. That is where the community actually becomes empowered to do something about their situation. But so often it's an individual called to say, for instance, there's a loud noise, there's a bar down there. There are individuals, there's one individual or two individuals. The community needs to come together and decide what they want their community to look like.
A viewer of Tuesday's Spotlight program also expressed concerns about the absence of metal detector facilities at the ports of entry on Virgin Gorda, both in the Valley and Gun Creek, to help curtail any likely influx of illegal weapons into the territory. Meantime, persons who have been permitted to hold firearms have been warned to help keep them safely stored out of the reach of children.
The person who actually has a licensed firearm will have to make sure that they adhere to certain safety conditions. That firearm, once it is home, is supposed to be under lock and key. But we're talking about the situation where whether it be a brother, a father, whomever it is has a firearm at home. You have children that goes to school, and the child might have been bullied, and for some reason they're always asking themselves, how can I get back at this person? And they might come home one day and, just by accident, stumbles on the firearm and decide, well, hey, you know what, John always messing with me all the time, so then therefore let me take the weapon to school. And just threaten him and tell him, the next time you do something to me, this is what I'm going to do. Just as you being in the house and the person is startled, somebody comes up behind and whatever happened, boom, trigger goes off. It may not be one person, because the fear itself that is in that child at a point in time may cause them to fire the firearm multiple times. And the heritage, you have several persons being shot.
Police continue to appeal to the public to turn in any unlicensed firearm, which include guns, as well as weapons such as flick knives or swords. The firearm and prohibited weapons amnesty period has been extended until the end of January 2013 to accommodate those who still wish to turn in weapons without fear of prosecution.